Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again today. This is part 2 of where I grew up in East Leeds. I am amazed by how many people watched last week's video. Honestly, 35,000 people, I never expected that. We are starting today on the famous Tin Bridge. Tin Bridge is famous for a few reasons. One, it's about 40 years old. Two, it's a meeting place for everybody around here. Like if you say the Tin Bridge, everybody knows it. Over the bridge here we have the Wybex. Now I lived on the Wybex for a few years until about 8 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. Just over there, if you can see short camera, them flats over there, that's the ones that I told you about in the last videos where I was born, or the flats next to it that are now not there, the Dean flats. Also, Osmondthorpe School was just over there where them new houses are. I've had many memories down here, especially at Ginnell's. I remember when I was a kid walking to school down here with my mum. It was icy one day and I fell and did a karate kick. I always tell everyone it's my mum that did that, but I did a real scissor kick walking down there. And then on the bridge here, everyone used to put graffiti on there, and I remember I once found in big writing H-O-P-E-Y, and I always wondered who'd graffitied my name on this bridge. Then I found out it was my dad. My dad had graffitied when he was a kid, and I found it when I was a kid. Come and join us, and we're going to have a tour around Osmondthorpe and the Rookwoods. Just want to show you the railway club, or the ex-railway club. It is now Starlight Dance Academy, but this used to be a really big social club. I think originally it was a train station back in the 50s, 60s, and then it changed into a social club. It shut down maybe 15 years ago, but it was a very, very popular social club, and anyone over age of sort of 40, 45 will remember this, and I've had great times in here. If you've had a good night in here, please put in the comments what you've done and tell us about the night. And secondly, just this little cabin here, I once nearly bought this around 8 years ago. Me and my friend were going to buy this and have it as a cafe. Originally it was a guy called Dougie's Cafe, and I remember going to school, so I lived just over there where that tree is, and we used to walk down here to school. My mum would give me like £3 a day dinner money, and I'd either buy 10 cigs with it or a cheeseburger from this cafe. You just better get 10 Richmond for £2.25, Richmond Super King Menthol. And I got menthol so no one could tap them at school, because no one used to like menthol, so no one had ever asked for one. So yeah, I've had some good times round here. So Dougie's Cafe, I don't know what it is now, and the railway club. Just one other thing which I forgot to mention, on top of that bridge is where I had the promo photo shoot for Greed. I'm going to put the photo in the video now. But yeah, that was just here. Speaking of graffiti, this signpost here, I once wrote my name on it in my permanent marker, and when my mum used to walk me to school I would always shit myself that she'd see that. Mum, if you're watching this, it's not there anymore, so you can't tell me off. This park here, the park never used to be here. It used to be to the right, which we'll have a walk up to and have a look. But this were famous for stolen cars. Like stolen cars every night would be brought on here. They used to call them twackers where we were from. And these twackers used to give kids rides in stolen cars on field for 50p. But yeah, I'll just show you around the corner where the park used to be. We used to build dens on here. There never used to be any metal fences till around 2003. And we'd have all sorts of dens and things. But yeah, this was the park. So the park was here. It had a big, massive hill in the middle. I remember, it might not have been that big, but I remember it being big. I had a really good den at the back down there. I remember smoking cigs in there again. I'm sorry, Mum. I know my mum watches these, but I used to smoke cigs down there. She obviously never knew. She would have killed me. I don't think she knows to this day. But yeah, stolen cars used to do laps of this. On to the next place. Yeah, so this street here used to be Rookwood Grove. That got knocked down maybe 25 years ago now, and it's now the Green Pasture Estate. So this used to be Rookwood Grove. Rookwood Grove was a rough old place until probably 20 years ago, 25 years ago, this estate got built. I don't know when the housing estate got knocked down, I don't remember that, but my dad used to live on this street, and my nana and my dad's mum was the first person ever with a washing machine on the estate, and all the estate used to bring the washing round. I've got a few people in my followers that used to live on this street, but yeah, I've had some good times on this street. This is Rookwood Grove, and I've got a few followers in Australia who like watching these videos because it reminds them of when they were young, and I'm sure some of them used to live down here. So this ginnel that goes from here up to the top, that joins Osmondthorpe Lane. I think this is Rookwood Road. Is it Avenue or Rookwood Road? Rookwood Road. If you walk up that ginnel, it takes you to Rani's shop. It used to be called Leonard's. I'm sure a lot of you remember that. I'll show you later in video. But I used to skive school quite a lot. I used to hang around here. And I once was at the top road, just at the top up here, and I seen my mum's car driving down the street. So obviously she didn't know I was skiving. So I shit myself, run all the way down this ginnel to here, but she must have seen me and she caught me at end on this road. But I used to come to school with all my clothes. I'd have my own clothes in my little bag, and then just here to the right of this ginnel, I used to hide my clothes in there and sit there for some hours and hours on end. I don't know why I just didn't go to school, to be honest. But there used to be a path there, and my plan was to walk up this path, but it's all fenced off. I haven't been down here for years. But yeah, you used to, oh, there is a path. So we are here next to the Doreen Hamilton nursery. I'm sure some of you guys have kids that have gone there. I think it's Doreen Hamilton. Little Owls it's called now. Used to be Doreen Hamilton. But again, these are pretty famous flats. Or not famous, but you know, well known to people from around here. I used to know the code to that door, and we used to wind people up there like non-stop. It used to be 10:24 about it now. I don't even want to try it. And this field, we used to hang around on here. There'd always be a football match going on, or we'd have as many motors on grass. There used to be a few school fights on here as well, because we'd have Wybex and Altamore versus East End Park. That was always a big thing. I won't say who won, it'll cause aggro in comments. But yeah, so this is the field we always used to hang about at. We once, there was a co-op that burnt down on York Road. It was all blacked out, and they had security on door the day after. It all burnt down. And we paid the security guard £10 each, so 50 quid he got off 5 of us for 15 minutes of free shopping in that shop. And we came down here with a shopping trolley full of alcohol, and we got absolutely wasted on here. I'm not telling you all this stuff because I'm proud of it, by the way. I don't drink anymore. I don't regret anything I used to do, but that was just the way we were brought up around here. People used to do these sort of things. Yeah, have a look. Ugh. No, they didn't then. I hope you caught that. I have stood on this for, how old am I now? 20 years, what last time I stood on this brick. It's still here. I get sad as well looking at all this stuff. I know there's a few of you that live abroad who have all reconnected in the comments at last video. I feel like you guys do. I miss this place too. I just want to talk a minute about my tour that's coming up. So I've got a 2026 tour. I'm going to put the poster in the image right now, in the video right now. I hope you can make it. The one at the Porto in Leeds has got a very special headline, and I can't wait to tell everyone who it is. I hope to see you all there. So we're on Ings Road now, just on the edge of East End Park. It's technically classed as Osmondthorpe. This building here, if you can show building, that used to be, either that one, that, or was it further down? One of the houses here, I don't really know much about this, I've been told a lot about it, but one of these houses used to be a nunnery. And it used to have a big round window in it, and I've heard that any kids on the estate that used to be thirsty, I'm talking in 70s and 80s, you used to be able to go knock on the nunnery's door and they'd give them glasses of pop and things. That's long gone now. Maybe you know a little bit more about it in the who's watching video. Put in comments your memories of that, because I don't know an awful lot about it. And then just behind this building is a place called the Uni Ground. Again, when I used to skip school, I used to go on the Uni Ground. It's a football pitch. You can't really see it here now. It's don't know what this is now, but Leeds United once played on that pitch behind us, and I can't show you it because it's right at the other side of the estate and I don't have time today. But maybe in another video I'll show you the Uni Ground and maybe do a video on it itself. It's a famous old little football ground. I don't even know if it's still used for football, so I'm going to research that a little bit. And then if you can just follow me here, the petrol station down there, that was called Joe Peters petrol station. They still do MOTs, but it's not a fuel station anymore. On a night we used to go around and shake the nozzles into bottles and collect all the rest of the fuel for us mini motors. Yeah, some good memories. So we are now on the Shaftesbury field. The Shaftesbury pub used to be just there. It's a care home now. A few shootings in there, but mostly lovely things happened. Not everyone got shot. And then the Shaftesbury Bridge, that's featured in one of the music videos I've got, and I can't remember which it is, I'm sorry. It's I'm sure it might be Greed. It's Greed, the official lyric video on that. And then the Shaftesbury field, where we all used to play football here. My cousin Ben from Apollo Junction used to live in that house there. So yeah, this is Festival Foods. I think they used to do Christmas hampers. It's shut down now. I do have some some new photos of inside now, which I'll put in this video. I'm going to put them in now, but these aren't my photos. I've got them off a website. I'm really sorry, I can't remember the name of it, but I didn't take these photos. But yeah, there used to be some guard dogs as well that used to live behind that fence there, and if you went near it they'd try to attack you, and but they're well gone as well now. Well guys, I'm sure many of you have got nice memories of this place, the Top Shop and poor Frank. Frank was the nicest shopkeeper going. If you remember Frank, please give this video a like. He used to give my dog sweets when he used to come up. He'd give kids sweets. He was such a lovely guy. Died around 15 years ago, maybe a bit less. He was only young, he died of a heart attack. But I just wanted to put this in here because I really like Frank, and I miss him a little bit at shop. I'm not saying shopkeepers are not any good now, but as I said, I don't live round here anymore. I do remember Frank. And then we had Dyron's Motorbike Centre, that's gone as well last year. And we've got Rookwoods Avenue. I lived on this street for a little while. Just let me see you smile, just one more time, and the grey will fade away and the sun won't shine, but you won't feel just like I do. The grey will fade away and the sun shine through, but you hold on and don't let go of me. No, don't let go of me. So I've saved the best till last. This place has very good memories for me. Emma's Field. I do not know why it's called Emma's Field. I don't think anyone knows why it's called Emma's Field. If you know why it's called Emma's Field, please tell me. It's done my head in for years. And obviously you can't Google it because it's not a famous place. It's just a place of my memories. We used to play hide and seek all the way around here. We used to play with the Gibsons, who are now in Australia. So hello, shout out to you guys. Rebecca Peakswoods. Loads of different people used to play up here. Nathan Purchase, again James Finlay. We all used to play on here. That tree there, if you can just show a tree, was an apple tree, or there was an apple tree there, and we all used to nick the apples and eat them and then get sore bellies. My dad's told me that this place, where them cars are there, my dad's told me that this place used to be called the Garages in his generation, because there were garages all the way there. And the guy we used to sit on that wall, and the guy there was an absolute lunatic. If he'd catch you, he'd push you off. I'm sorry if you're on this video, but you was an evil little shit to kids. I'm still mad about it. He used to bust your ball, used to kick you off the wall. And then down in the corner over there, I had a tree house with Nathan Bairstow. There were another lad and I can't remember his name. But yeah, again, I'm getting a bit sad looking at these because this is my old childhood here and I haven't been here for years and years. I remember all green flies on the white trees. And that's it, yeah guys, and I just want to say thank you to Mark for filming. It's Mark's first time filming for me. We've just watched the Leeds match and Leeds got beat in semi-final to Chelsea. And I also want to say thank you to everyone who watched that video last week. You absolutely made my week. I expected 1,000, I got 35,000, 300 comments, 300 likes, 300 page likes. So please share this video if you've liked what I've done, if you've liked anything that you've seen, have any memories, want to talk about it, meet up in the comments like the previous video. I had people I didn't know having full-blown history chats in there, and that really made me feel great last week. So thank you guys for watching. So from Emmersfield, thank you. So guys, I'm guessing a lot of you will know this place, the old Starlight Bar. I used to get told stories about this place by all my family, my granddad, my dad. I don't get out of the car around here. But yeah, it says it's Madison Bar and Grill now. I'm not 100% sure if it is even open or what it is. But please, if you have any stories of the Starlight, please put it in the comments. I love reading them all, honestly. I just also want to give a shout out to some Rookwood and Osmondthorpe legends. Fat Les being one of them. Who remembers Fat Les? He'd cast a spell on you as you were walking around. There was one other and I forgot who it is, but I did want to mention him, so if I remember before I edit this video, I will give him a quick mention. Who was it? I can't remember. I'm back home now. Guys, I just want to say one last thing. Thank you very much. I keep saying it. Thank you very much for all your support. I really need my home estates and East Leeds to get behind me. I'm not like other singers and other bands. You know, I'm not a student. I don't study music. I write good music. I play guitar and I can sing a little bit. I really need you guys to get behind me, and together we can do anything. We can take over Leeds. I know I can be proud of where I came from. I'm not ashamed of it. I loved every minute of growing up, and now I know that you're going to help me get to where I need to be. So thank you very much. Let's do this.